I never imagined that the woman I once vowed to grow old with would be the very person to shatter everything I believed in. We had spent 6 years together, 3 as husband and wife. From the outside, it all looked picture perfect. Weekend dinners with friends, sunlit vacation snapshots, and lively game nights with other couples. But somewhere along the way, the spark we once shared began to flicker. She became distant. Her attention was always locked on her phone, and her responses turned clipped, dismissive, even hostile. When I asked the simplest things, her answers felt rehearsed, defensive. Something had shifted beneath the surface, but I ignored it until the truth landed in my lap unexpectedly. One night, my phone had died, and I reached for hers to call my mother. Before I could even unlock it, a message lit up the screen. "Can't wait for tonight." He still has no idea. My stomach dropped. My hands trembled. A wave of nausea swept through me. That night, I confronted her. She brushed it off at first, denials, weak excuses. But as the evidence mounted, her mask fell. No apology. No remorse. Just a careless shrug and a hollow excuse. It just happened. The blow deepened a week later when her affair partner, let's call him Dean, showed up at my front door. Tall, arrogant, and radiating smug confidence, he looked me over with disdain before speaking.
"Face it, man.
She's with me now. You can either disappear quietly or make a fool of yourself trying to fight for her." I stood frozen, unsure if he was trying to provoke a fight or simply humiliate me. Either way, his words cut deep. I didn't retaliate. I didn't raise my voice or my fists. I simply closed the door in his face. But inside, something shifted. I might not be the type to throw punches, but I wasn't powerless, and I sure as hell wasn't going to fade into the background. By morning, I had already contacted a lawyer. The wheels of divorce, asset division, and legal filings began to turn, with calculated precision. I wasn't out for revenge. I was determined to reclaim my self-respect. They underestimated me. What they didn't know was that she had been paying for their hotel escapades with my credit card. I quietly gathered it all: receipts, chat logs, GPS data, compiled meticulously. My attorney assured me the case was solid: infidelity and misuse of marital funds. When it reached the court, the outcome was swift and one-sided. She walked away with far less than she had anticipated. The fantasy she had built with Dean began to crumble fast. They couldn't keep up with mortgage payments and were forced to move into a cramped apartment. As for Dean, the confident facade didn't hold up long. His income was sporadic at best, pieced together from unstable freelance gigs and sketchy side jobs. Meanwhile, I focused on rebuilding. I poured my energy into healing, hitting the gym, traveling solo, taking up hobbies I had long neglected. I didn't speak ill of her. I didn't chase drama. And slowly, the pain gave way to peace. Old friends began to reconnect, quietly admiring how I handled it all. I stayed silent, not because I had nothing to say, but because I had grown stronger than the chaos they tried to pull me into. Then, months later, a message appeared from her. "I miss what we had. I made a mistake." I didn't respond. There was nothing left to say. Her betrayal taught me a brutal but necessary lesson. Loyalty cannot be demanded or begged for. It must be mutual. I had offered her everything, and she threw it away for a fleeting thrill. Dean tried to reach out once too, claiming he wanted to clear the air. I ignored him. They both made their choices. I wouldn't entertain their guilt or give them the dramatic finale they likely hoped for. They wanted a scene. I gave them silence. Now a year has passed. The person I used to be feels like a distant memory. I was once too trusting, maybe willfully blind. But not anymore. Today, I am more self-aware, more grounded, and more in tune with my worth. I've learned to recognize the red flags I once overlooked. The greatest victory? I didn't need a shouting match or a fist fight to reclaim my power. I proved everything I needed to through patience, intelligence, and quiet strength. In the end, I walked away with something far more valuable than revenge: my dignity.